What a great city.
Boston?
City?
Yeah, it is a city, yeah.
It's a capital, state capital, right? Boston, Mass.
That's where...
the magic happens? Are you taking that test where you have to type in all 50 state names in 10 minutes?
Mm-mm. Oh, yeah.
I was actually pretty proud. I got all but 6. Sorry, Iowa. Sorry, Wyoming. Sorry, Rhode Island. You're like, okay, I have options. I could either go west to east, or I can go alphabetical.
You don't remember that song that you learned in grade school?
No, I was trying to remember it. Except it's got the capitals in it, too, so...
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut.
See, I didn't remember that one. I had one with capitals.
Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana,
Yes, you wrote
Minnesota,
down that.
Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New York, New Jersey, New Idaho. No, wait, that's not it.
New Idaho. Hello and welcome to 8-Bit Dad. I am Zach Rosenberg.
And I'm Brian Ferguson. 8-Bit Dad is the modern dad's guide to news, reviews, and fatherly opinions, which is updated daily. In this show, we talk about some of the weekly top stories posted on 8bitdad.com.
That's right. It's exactly right, actually.
Thank you.
We are the founding fathers of 8-Bit Dad. And what we do is we aggregate parenthood news from across the internet, and we sometimes come up with humorous stories of triumph and defeat and lists and all that other stuff that I usually don't stick to the script on. If you were born in the 80s as we were, then you're well accustomed to awesome stuff like the Nintendo Entertainment System. Your parents help you hook it up.
NES.
And, you know, all sorts of other stuff.
Right.
So,
yeah,
that's where we're at.
And if you have a story that you would like to see make it to our website or
Totally.
this show, you can email us at dads@8bitdad.com. And you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/8bitdads, or like us and give us a thumbs up, maybe a shocker, I don't even know, on Facebook.
Take your ring off first.
Facebook.com, yeah, please. Facebook.com/8bitdad.
Awesome.
So,
we're on episode 10.
we are on episode 10.
Yes.
Double digits, finally.
Oh, it feels so good.
It's been a couple months, and
we're there.
We're there. We're finally there to episode 10, and I actually made like a little video of just the what do you call it?
Stuff?
The stuff. It's the technical term. Here, I'll show this in the video too, but this is the culmination of our beards over the last like 9 episodes. So first we started out really far apart.
Pretty clean shaven too.
Yeah, I mean, my beard's kind of growing.
Off.
Yeah, my beard's still growing. And then you're pinching your boob right
side
there.
Boob,
yeah,
side tit action.
Side boob, yeah. And then we got you sneezing. And then see, my beard's getting pretty thick right there.
Yeah,
look at that. It looks pretty grizzly.
Yeah.
And then look, it's gone. And look at yours.
And all of a sudden, I got something.
And then that's the last episode right there. So we kind of like traded, and now I'm trying to catch up to you again. So
I'm a beast once I get going.
Yeah, I like this thing. What is that?
It's the goatee. Sometimes I like to even it out.
Okay.
With the rest of everything.
That's pretty man. I think you should submit it to that the Love of Beard on Facebook. Have you seen that? Did you like it yet?
I don't think I've liked it yet.
If you guys haven't seen it, the Love of Beard on Facebook is a beard lover's place to go and hang out, as it were.
With other beard aficionados?
Right. And I think they're having a wet beard contest that's going on now. So I think you should enter. I think you're pretty.
What the hell's that?
You're looking really, really nice and
grizzly
and like a hairy piece of shit.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should try to get on American Grizzly magazine.
I don't think that's...
You ever seen that one?
Is that a porn magazine?
I believe it's, yeah.
Like for bears and...
Yeah, just keep going. I'll try to pull it up here.
No, stop it. Okay.
American Grizzly magazine.
So, you're really looking this up on the show.
I'm just thinking maybe...
That's not it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. See, that's what I thought it was going to be.
I think I have the body type and the beard for it.
I think you do. So...
Lumberjack style.
Other news, our site looks like shit. So,
Yeah, well,
don't worry about it.
First, I'd like to say, no offense to anyone, but... Yeah. And by anyone, I mean us. But when is it not?
It's looked like shit for the last year.
We took off at a running pace, and
we never looked back.
Yeah, our site looked amazing for like
a day,
2 weeks, and then Joystick.
That was because
Joystick caught us ripping off their stuff.
That's because of our old webmaster. Damn him!
God, I'm so glad we fired him.
Yeah, what an ass.
They totally believed it when I said that too.
And what's his name? What's the guy's name? Where he retweeted and he's like,
Justin McElroy.
This is how they take care of business.
Yeah. They fired the guy that stole our style, and they're back on track.
Yes.
Well, if you never caught that drama, look up Joystick on our site and
have fun.
Read what happened.
But we're transitioning to a new design, and it should be up.
I liked it
between now and next year. So.
We looked at the theme that we video conferenced or whatever we did that one night. I don't know. Were we on FaceTime or?
We were on FaceTime, yeah.
Whatever we did, he was showing me Brian was showing me the theme. I like it.
Yeah,
so once we get in that,
it's kind of like our old theme, but just like the new theme.
Oh, I guess we always were sans serif.
Yeah.
So don't try to click on anything on our website. I mean, you can, but
just surf the main page and.
Don't try to go to the sections because they're all broken.
Dude, this warm beer is making me burp so much.
I know.
This is what you get for not having that thing.
This is what I get for buying a case of beer and never putting it in the fridge.
Is that why it's warm?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm putting it on my radiator on the way over.
Thanks, dude.
So
it's gonna be a gassy episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun episode for you guys. I got a Bonfire Sam Adams coming out.
Let's go.
Which I've been told is a stinker.
You should not drink that. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right now I'm enjoying the Boston Lager.
Boston Lager. So
maybe someone from Sam Adams will see the show, and
that's a good 8 minutes of dicking around. So
yeah, totally.
Let's move on to the podcast question of the week. The question was for this week: would you rather your teen be friendless or too popular?
That's a tough one. I mean, like, it's tough if you go by our strict rules and imagining that, like, you can't have anywhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Because most kids are in the middle.
Right.
You know, of course.
Yeah.
But
I think I was.
I was.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that I was friendless, but I sure had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of kids are in the middle. And if you, as a parent, have to imagine that your kid's going to be one of those, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a toughie.
Yeah. But, you know, the thing, I was thinking about this, and usually the kids that don't have a lot of friends are the more creative of the dichotomy.
You'd hope.
I
think generally, yeah.
I kind of split the line, and I remember when I spent time with myself, I was always playing with...
What? Seriously?
Mute that shit. I was always imagining, like, I was playing with G.I. Joes and...
Yeah.
Well, and that's the making hope. Up cities, and...
I think that's the hope for the people that voted for Friendless, is that their kid would be more introverted but more creative.
Yeah. I think a lot of kids develop that way if they're
kept in a closet.
Yeah. Kept in the...
I'm going to see if I... Some people answered on
the Twitters?
On the Twitters, and I can only hope to find it.
But, you got to wonder, too, if, like, you're too popular, may like... you may be able to, like, take advantage of other people more easily, and you might think that that's how life goes. Like, you have to rely on other people to...
well, and there's a lot that goes along with both of them
to be comfortable.
I think I had said this in the question, but Lonely means a higher chance of suicide. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have stats or anything. I'm just guessing. If you're lonely, you're going to commit suicide.
Sometimes not. Sometimes if you're popular and if you're popular for the wrong reason.
That's very true.
That's the other reason why maybe suicide.
I think that's infamous. Or something, isn't it? But,
well, it's a serious thing, but
yeah. So it's like I think I don't know. Maybe lonely's got its problems, but popularity has its problems too. I mean,
yeah.
People are
both extremes. I think have
if you're on top, people expect you to stay on top, and there's a lot that goes along with it. So.
Well, also when you become less popular, people seem to want to like make fun of you or try to ridicule your change in status. I don't even know, but
like Jay-Z.
What? Why Jay-Z? Why?
I don't know. He was on top.
Is he on the bottom now?
He's not on the bottom. I think he's back on top, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But, for a while he wasn't...
There you have it.
Warm beer.
Warm beer. But we have some comments. Let's see. Jimmy Attell says, I think I've leaned towards too popular. Something about my kids not having any friends really bums them out.
That's true.
Yeah.
I get that.
I mean, it bummed me out. Be like, what's wrong with my kid?
Totally.
Is there something that I did to make him be a douchebag?
And that really is a big possibility with me. So I really feel this one from this guy. I was like, oh, man, me too.
Yeah. Too popular might mean that they would have one true friend amidst all of the other, hangers on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I kind of agree with this, and I would say that too popular might be the way to go, just because you can. It's almost easier it's easier for your kids to be exposed to society and to discover the world faster than if they were in their teenage years or their 20s, where where social situations really matter as far as like the workplace or just as far as like their own tool set in dealing with people in the workplace. I don't know if you saw that video of that CSUN girl who was CSUN is a college, is a local Cal State. Is it Cal State?
Cal State University Northridge.
Right. It's local to our vicinity.
Go Toros or whatever they are.
El Toros. That's a restaurant.
I don't know what they are.
But this
Matadors. Maybe
this one Asian lady, and I can say that because she totally was Asian.
It's fair then.
It's fair. It's just a fact at that point.
Biological.
Right. So she's in a library, and like these two, I'm assuming not white women, are like talking really loud, and she's having a problem, and she comes over from the other side of the library and says, "Would you be quiet? Like, what is wrong with you?" She's like totally going off because it's like it's finals. Like, she was just going off on it being finals and just like saying, you should be quiet. And she totally freaks out, and like she's halfway down walking back towards her desk. And she's the people behind the camera that are videotaping this are saying like they're like laughing and giggling at her, and she just stops in the middle of her walk towards the other way, and she just like turns back and just like starts huffing and puffing. She's like, what is wrong with all of you? It's kind of hilarious.
I think I remember seeing that,
but I don't know. We'll put it up here somewhere.
The internet's wide,
but
wild.
Just kind of social situations like that where you want to be able to have like a decent skill set to
you want the
deal
tools.
with people.
You want the tools, definitely.
With especially with assholes like that.
Yeah, totally.
Or want to provoke other people.
I think I've hung out with both crowds because I've hung out at the parties that all the football players went to.
Yeah,
and I've also gone to Rocky Horror Picture Show. So I've been with both groups.
You've straddled the line,
and
you've walked the line.
I just don't,
as Johnny
Cash would say. I don't know. It's a toughie. Like I said, it's a toughie.
Yeah. But there's a lot of interpretations too.
Man of the House, who I talked to these dudes.
Yeah.
Because they watched our show at one point. Thanks. So it's usually two dudes, Craig Heimbuck and Jeff Pugh. So one of those guys answered. and said, "I'll say popular. I think that could rein. I could rein that in a little bit better."
Yeah,
that's another thing that is kind of an important idea. Is what can you fix easier?
You can't really.
Is it easier to fix lonely or popular?
Well, you can't really go out there and be this kid's friend. Come on, I'll give you $5.
That's tough. Well, you could teach your kid the skill set to like go out there. I mean, have you ever seen MTV's Made?
Mm-mm.
They like take a kid and ask him what he wants in life, and sometimes they're like, "I just want to have friends and be popular," and so they get like a ladies' man to like go and teach him how to be popular.
This doesn't sound
Maybe it's
like
better to be popular and rein that in then. I don't know, but so yeah, he says popular because it's easier to rein it in.
Okay.
That's,
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe.
Jibbig says, depends. I would not want fake friends. That's a good line right there. Fake friends, you can never... I've had a lot of fake friends in the past. Had to get rid of them. But it was all for the best. It was a learning experience.
Always is.
You wouldn't want to have fake friends just to have friends and be popular.
Yeah.
He'd prefer a close-knit group of friends. A close-knit group of friends.
So middle is what he said.
Middle, yeah. Who share common interests, such as some sports, teammate stuff, Of course, you will always have the various and usual cliques, but I suppose I would go with too popular.
Okay. I was going to say, we gave him 1 or 3 and he said 2.
Yeah.
Too popular.
Too popular.
That's another vote for too popular. That Geek Casey on That Geek Casey.
That Geek Casey.
I was having a problem with my consonant clusters there. Answered on Twitter and said, friendless, sad but true. Well, sorry, bud. Yeah, what are you going to do? That's all I got here.
All right. Our buddy Bruce Allen. Good old Bruce.
Where is he? He's got high school kids, so
yeah, he
can tell us for sure.
He's in the mix, as it were. Friends are better as long as the parents are involved, and that's very true. That means having access to their computer, especially their Facebook page.
Totally.
Well, yeah, it's a little invasive, but I agree under a certain age.
Better than no access, I think.
Very true. I agree under a certain age, and I think parents should be able to monitor their teens, but I would... As a parent, I would go about it a little bit more sneakily.
Different, yeah. There's different ways.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not there yet. So
yeah, we're neither of us are there.
But,
who knows what we're gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Who knows what'll be out when our kids are teenagers? So there may not be a Facebook. But there probably will. But
and things.
I still want to go back to Friendster. I miss Friendster.
I think I logged in at some point, and it was like...
You logged into Friendster?
It was like way later, because I wanted to like take my information down, which of course
they probably sold it and profited.
It was owned by some other company by then, PepsiCo or something.
Yes.
So, beer change time.
Oh, you're going to go for the...
Time for the bonfire.
Oh, no.
If you're into Sam Adams and you're into bonfires, smoky taste, and a hint of toffee and caramel,
I guess
I suggest bonfire. It's good stuff. Hopefully. Is that liquid smoke?
It does, dude.
What's in the ingredients? Do they even have that in here?
They took an old rusty cowboy and just bottled him in there.
What's that back here?
It's cowboy smoke.
It's like if you leave a hot dog in the toaster oven overnight.
Dude, my wife tried that and she almost gagged. I'm surprised you're taking it like a champ. That's awesome.
I mean, I'm going to finish it.
You better.
But let's go to the first story.
First story.
Fat Dad-Sperm, fat kids.
First of all, the picture on this is awesome.
Which I'm going to debunk right away because I'm fat, obviously. Morbidly obese, as the doctors would say.
Where did you
Possibly even super morbidly obese.
Where did you find this picture of a fat rat?
I believe I Googled fat rat.
Fuck.
I should have gotten that tub cat picture.
The owl.
Oh, really? So, you know, this was kind of. I don't know.
Is this true?
I don't even know if I believe it.
What is fat sperm? I mean, do you?
Well, and what's interesting is like, being fat is like something you can like. Obviously, like I could go and do some push-ups.
Yeah.
Maybe not like sit-ups. Maybe I could run. Something exercisey, not something like strength training, but because that's how I strength train. But yeah, cardio. Yeah. Like if I were to like hit the bike and start running and stuff like that, like I'd lose the weight. Like how do you? Well, how would I pass this down and not thin? Does thin get passed down also?
So there's thin sperm as well?
I don't know. Evidently, University of Adelaide, Robinson Institute Research Center for Reproductive Health.
There's no way that's in the U.S.
I think it was Australia, maybe.
Yeah, Google
Australia.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
See? There's, like, no one in the U.S. has fucking time to do this shit.
Well, everyone in the U.S. is fat, so...
Oh, that's true.
Except you.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting there.
You're getting there. You're working on it.
I'm working on it.
Sitting next to me, it's like coming off me and...
Just like the beard.
Bacon grease.
Just a...
So these dudes at that university, which I will not say again, they tested mice, which are always a great indication of humans. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think they are because they share like 98% of the
reproductive
something or other with
organs,
something
same fat
genomes
sperm.
Things. They found that the sperm of overweight father mice passed the obesity trait down to the children. Which again, I gotta say, that's really funny that like a state of being, as opposed to like a genetic thing, was passed down. You know, like I get blue eyes being passed down, or like
that's in the DNA,
hair stuff or whatever. Yeah, like I get that. I just don't get like how being fat can be passed down, other than passing it down through like showing your kid, like, yeah, we do have cinnamon rolls for breakfast every day, as opposed to like,
well, I mean, if
something more rounded.
If weight can be changed, why can't our eye color be changed?
Totally.
Like, why can't we just go like, I want brown eyes, and then you have.
Dude, it happened.
Did you see that? I totally did it.
So yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
They were the results, as mentioned, were presented at the World Congress on Human Reproduction in Melbourne. Is that really like the World Congress on Human Reproduction? Like that sounds like a sex
out here we have
convention.
AdultCon, so
yeah, that's a sex convention, is what it sounds like.
They got something really weird over there.
So and also
incognito.
Also,
so you can tell your wife, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the what is it called?
World Congress on Human Reproduction.
That's where I'm going.
Starring Sasha Grey.
Honey, I'll be home in a few days.
Really dehydrated and
stack up the Gatorade.
So I guess daughters are more susceptible than sons in this study. Daughter mice. I mean, we're still talking about mice here.
So none of this has actually been proven or seen in humans.
No.
So it's just mice that they've been...
Yep.
Well...
Next story.
Gay tween lies to internet dad's response.
Before you get into this, sorry, I know, I'm just going to make this show...
again.
I'm going to make this show 7 hours long. Did you see this dude is on... this dude Jonah, whatever his name is. I want to say Jonah Hill every time, but...
it's Jonah.
Jonah something.
Yeah.
He's on Know Your Meme now.
Oh, really?
Because it's like that big. I guess this dude was on like Perez Hilton a couple times. I don't know if that's where you saw it.
No, I mean Perez blew this motherfucker up.
Yeah, like I mean, I read the story and was like, oh,
he like retweeted. Oh. Like, Perez retweeted this like so many different times.
That dude gets.
You have to see this. You have to see this. Oh my god!
Everything that
he wanted to be the first one to like share this with the world.
No offense to Perez Hilton or the gay community, but anything that has to do with the gay community, that dude's like
all over it.
Retweet it before he even knows any facts on it.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Which I don't know. God bless him. He's a celebrity site guy, so that's what his job is.
But you know, the ironic thing is that Perez makes his living off of ridiculing celebrities, and he's taken, you know,
he did something like, you know, he had that campaign about like not making fun of gay kids or not using the word fag or something. He had some campaign about that, and he was talking about like not humiliating people because they were gay, and some other website called him out on it. Was like, that's all you do. You outed some actor that wasn't out already, and I mean, he talked about how much of a pussy he was, and blah 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 blah. And
well, it was a great article. He draws like, you know, fake. I'll bleep that out. Fake I'll bleep it out again.
Semen.
Fake on people's mouths, like dripping down.
Yeah.
Like,
or he used to before he was.
Oh, is he different now or what?
I don't know. I don't know if he got like less edgy once the money started getting stuck to his face.
Probably.
But I can imagine probably.
Once some money got stuck to his face, really?
I was imagining that porn site where they.
Money.
Where I've heard that they put the money on that girl's face after they.
Oh. Well, it kind of does make a good.
After they have to pay her.
A good solidifying substance.
Dude, really? We're gonna have to bleep this whole section out. All right, so what's going on with this guy, this Jonah?
Well, there was
Hill guy, whatever his name is.
He posted this video, got a lot of shares, a lot of retweets and stuff. It's a it's a very powerful video, and I'm not sure that he was able to act or fake the emotion in this video. But if he did, it's pretty good. You know, like it's a pretty good job if he did. But I'm gonna say it's real.
You're saying it's real now? Were you saying originally that it wasn't?
Well, you know, I kind of had my doubts.
It was a long time ago, so I don't know.
But I don't really care at this point. Yeah. Because the message was more powerful than the actual truth in the video.
As it always is.
And I'm going to go with the message on this one. And just say, you know, that what he has to say, even if it is true, not true, whatever, it's a very real message, very true, and needs to be taken very seriously. This is simply about bullying, and it's not only for gay kids, teenagers, adults. It's also for anyone that has trouble with bullies at school. Anyone that has problems maybe being too popular or dating someone else, dating a popular athlete in school. They can get made fun of for all kinds of stuff these days, and
or just moving to a new school and like being popular for. There was some, I don't know where it was. Maybe you mentioned
this was in the
the girl that went to the new school and was
this was
dating the
Phoebe Prince.
Yeah.
This was April 2010, where she started dating a popular football player, and other girls taunted her, crossed out her picture, and a Studio Bonics poster, heavy abuse on Facebook, and there's all sorts of ways to abuse people now online. It's just crazy. But the thing that kind of like really bothered me about this whole story was that he posted a follow-up video that got taken down right away, and the internet went crazy after this.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh my God, do you think he lied?" Like, just kind of promoted like this agenda of creating a discussion for other videos being viewed. Like, there was people were making videos replying to this video just to be like in the loop.
It says on Know Your Meme that several celebrities responded.
Yeah, Ricky Martin, Perez,
Rosie O'Donnell, Zooey Deschanel, Lady Gaga,
yeah,
Nick Jonas. I don't know if he's a celebrity,
but
Paula Abdul, Kim Kardashian. That's a lot of attention.
Yeah,
I want to make a video like that.
I think we should do a video.
Oh, I was going to do the cards for the whole show this time.
Yeah, that's a lot of cards.
This is going to be a rough show. I talk a whole lot.
That's going to be a long card episode. But there was a lot of reaction to that video. That
961,000 Facebook shares and 93,000 Twitter shares.
That's a lot, dude.
That's like,
how much is that video up to now?
Incredible.
Let's see. This is I think
a Facebook fan page.
It's up to 7,588,000 views.
Yeah.
So
a Facebook fan page was created on December 4th. Which received over 34,000 likes in 4 days. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's high school for you.
But, I mean, after that second video, he received a lot of backlash, and it almost like almost counterproductive to the actual message, because he was getting bullied in school, apparently, and now he's getting bullied online. So
of course. If
there's one rule, it's...
don't put yourself out there?
Don't put yourself out there, dude. I mean, he received a lot of support and a lot of hate mail at the same time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought he was doing it for publicity or personal gain. And, I mean, he's selling ads. on Google. You can do that now with YouTube videos. You can sell ads with videos.
Yeah. Well,
So if he's making money, hopefully he puts it to good use. And
everyone lies.
Just
some are better than others.
Well, I don't really care if he's, lying or not. It's just an interesting developments on how this all happened, and but a good message to take.
And it's important. And it's important. It links to the podcast question.
Yeah.
That was kind of the best part. Was that it was the best part. The best part of it. But the best part
of waking up
is linking a story with your podcast question of the week in your cup.
Boom.
Bonfire.
How's that bonfire sitting?
It's great. It's great. If anyone at Sam Adams can call me and explain to me what's happening here, and by here I mean in my mouth,
you'll find out. You'll find out later.
They sure don't make a commercial about this one. They have that commercial where like all the guys in the factory are like, I love the Boston Lager. It's my favorite one. I can have it warm. I can have it cold. I can have it with friends. I can have it alone. Blah, 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 blah.
Who wants to have it warm? Especially that. Jeez.
I don't even know what that second word is.
You don't want to know.
Rock beer? I don't know.
Don't even try. So,
the next story,
story.
You know what? I'm going to pull the Audible.
Audible.
Which we've never pulled before.
I've always encouraged this.
You've always encouraged it, and it says, feel free to call an Audible. And you know what?
I did
Damn
put
it,
that in.
I'm doing it. But in case you're not into Audibles.
Doesn't like the defense.
Originally, we were going to talk about the Rad Dads Make Legend of Zelda music video. I encourage you to read that story because we have more information on it than any other website out there.
That's good. That's kind of why I pulled it. But
I talked to the actual dads that made it. No one else did. Everyone said, "Oh, here's a Legend of Zelda video. Take it." Mm-hmm. I went on YouTube. You can actually go to the YouTube video and look through the comments, and I'm there asking the guy, "Hey, are you a dad? If so, email me."
Awesome.
And he said, "Yes, we are." And I said, "Great. Here's the address."
Did you say it? Did you say it like that?
With that little small voice. Here's the address.
Small caps.
So that was what we were going to talk about, and we're no longer.
Nope.
I'm going with a much more boring story, but I think important.
Anderson Cooper.
If you're a fan of legal battles, and I know you are,
I am.
This is a tough story for me to write because I hate facts. But there's a guy named Solomon Metalwala. I don't actually know how to pronounce that last name.
Just call him Dishwalla.
Solomon Metalwala.
Solomon Dishwalla.
Who this last week had just gotten custody back from his daughter, or from his ex-wife for his daughter. Prepositions, they'll bite you in the ass every time. Basically, you could tell I didn't want to write this one because I immediately in the story said to go to Fathers and Families because they had better. You petting the kitty over there while I'm trying to.
I'm getting bored. Hurry up! Come on.
I know.
33 minutes. Let's go.
I know. Maybe I shouldn't have done this one. I don't know. It was important legally.
Okay, go.
So this dude's wife, ex-wife.
Do the Tulder.
The too long did not read. So this dude's wife, Julia Biryukova, was driving with their son and daughter in November 6th to be exact.
I just realized how ridiculous I look with this.
Petting the kitty. Kitty.
All right, let's go.
Anywho, so this wife was driving with her son and daughter. The son's 2, the daughter's 4, and ran out of gas, stopped the car, took the 4-year-old daughter with her. This is her story. She took the 4-year-old daughter with her, left the 2-year-old boy in the car, and when she came back, she took him to go get gas. Go hoof it and get gas. When she came back, this 2-year-old son was gone. That's her story. Police immediately found holes in that plot and something. I don't know.
Why would she do that, first of all?
I don't know. She, I guess, has a history of mental problems. And she's also in the past had accused Solomon, the ex-husband, of abuse on her and abuse on the kids, all which was found to be not true.
Okay.
So there was a case where when she raised those charges, the kids were taken away from him, from Solomon, the father. She was found to be insane. Kids were still kept away. Which, yeah. Fathers and Families said there was something about I'm never going to be able to find it in here. A family law commissioner that Fathers and Families claimed was like a rubber stamper for like kicking the dads out of families. So that was a kind of weird, shady situation there too. So this dude Solomon had not seen his kids forever.
Yeah.
The 2-year-old gets stolen or disappears somehow.
Where did she stop the car? Like, was it on
somewhere in Washington? I don't know.
Like a big stretch of highway or something like that?
I don't know. I don't think it said anywhere. It just
middle
said
of nowhere, in a city, or
that might have been why the police found holes in her plot. Was
in a wooded area
she couldn't
of
even say where she was, but somewhere in Washington, state, not D.C. So anyway, I blanked on where we were going with this, but anyway, the daughter Miley, that's what it is. That's where I was going. Yes. Thank God. The daughter Miley, the 4-year-old, was taken by CPS from the mother. Since the son had disappeared, they said, "Well, let's take the daughter."
Obvious.
So logic would dictate you take it from the mother, give the daughter to the father. But CPS gave the daughter to Child Protective Services.
They kept her.
Yeah, they kept her. They processed her. And then they put her in foster care. So they put her in foster care with another family.
So why did the father get the kid?
Father didn't get the kid because basically there were these charges against him in the past that were proven wrong. That were proven, false.
But there were still charges.
So they're still like, well, they're charges.
Whoa, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Now, Fathers and Families, I think, talks about this more than we do. And they have the facts, which we never do. But they we had mentioned this on our website before, I think. I think if you look up CPS, it'll probably come up. Maybe. Or not. Right now in our transition. But there are a lot of cases where mom and dad divorce, or mom and dad are no longer together for whatever reason, and kids are taken away from the mother because of something, drug abuse or some sort of child abuse, and then the kids are put in foster care without CPS actually trying to find the father. Ever.
That sucks, dude.
There's some ridiculous percentage of
the
cases.
fathers don't even matter.
Exactly. And so that I think what's happening is that they're trying to process people based on old stats, it's hard to change laws, and it's hard to change handbooks.
Yeah.
It's not really that hard, but we're still processing kids based on this 1950s idea of mothers being the stable center of the home and fathers being out with the boys and at work and not really knowing anything about families and kids.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's been happening, but there was some...
Oh, cool. Look at the new search results thing.
That looks great.
I'll make it a little bit better.
You're in for big things on our new website.
You're
not. So anyway...
Don't get their hopes up.
I want to say... never get your hopes up. I want to say on December 5th-ish, last week, Thursday maybe, let's call it.
Okay.
Solomon Metalwala went to custody court.
Good.
And,
good for him.
He appeared himself. He didn't even appear on his lawyer's behalf or whatever. But he went and made a speech, and the court actually awarded Miley back to him, which is awesome.
Awesome.
And the only thing that they're waiting to do now is they have to get that roadblock of the other case out of the way. Because it was in another state or another city or jurisdiction or something on another level, they have to have that erased before they can fully give Miley back to the father.
So did he find his son, or what? What happened?
No, the kid's still
he's still missing.
Kid's still missing. Fathers and Families thinks they don't have any facts.
Yeah,
but they think maybe he's back in Romania where the mom's from or something.
Oh, are they both from Romania?
No, just the mom, I think.
Oh, okay. He kind of looks Romanian there. See, I want to. I was tempted to redo this image with the Justice logo. I'm like, why didn't you think of that? Ugh.
Poor dude lost his kid.
All right, there you go. Here I was thinking of a nifty way to just grab the reader's attention with.
Why
a
didn't
nice
you get a
picture
song going on there also? So anyway, I don't know. Whatever. Custody battle.
Yeah.
Tough cookies, man. I think it's it's not as fun of a story as the Legend of Zelda video.
No,
but it's more important. I think, than because we're in it for the fun. Obviously, we love fun stuff, but there's a lot of really important legal stuff going on with dads too, and I think this is
right smack dab in the middle.
So if you can scroll down on our page and read that, or look up Solomon, because you're never going to spell Metalwala, or wait until the podcast goes up, and then there will be a link to the article, and you can catch up while you watch the show for the second time, because you're watching right now live.
Just type in CPS like I did, and it just comes up in the first.
Or type in CPS.
Yeah, if you're concerned about family law, that's a great place to start.
And thanks to Fathers and Families for doing the hoof work on that one, because I sure was not looking up all the facts.
Yes.
They have like a timeline on their website, and it's
very rare that we have field reporters, and
totally
you're looking at them.
Yeah.
So.
And I haven't set foot in a field in a while.
I haven't even stepped outside this door. So I just get in my garage and go.
Yeah. On to more fun.
More fun stuff. We're at 40 minutes. Okay, here we go. Worst handwritten note ever by a dad. And this was a pretty cute hit right here.
Totally.
This was a nice.
It took me a couple reads to actually know what I was looking at.
I don't even know what that name says. This is a
Ainsley?
Ainsley?
Or is it?
That looks like a Y. Ainsley. I mean, it's someone with a Hello Kitty notepad. And obviously they stole mine, so.
Yeah.
Bastards. But, yeah, Dear Mom and Slay was super good today, so she gets to play games. Love Dad. And
that's awesome. Perjuring your dad's
Well, I'm glad that the dad wrote Dear Mom.
Yeah.
And maybe it was his mom that was watching her. I don't know. It could have been the grandma. Yeah. So
kids do the greatest stuff.
That's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. So
and the kid obviously thought she was going to get away with it. I know. Too. She's like, "Oh man, this is going to be so good."
It's like this kid printing, it's fun little picture there.
Yeah.
So that's it for these few stories that we decided to share with y'all. We have any upcoming events coming up in the next week or so?
Yeah, getting the bonfire out of my beard. I gotta shave now. Get that smell off me.
It's gonna stay with you for weeks.
Well, evidently, the fine people that originally sent me to Detroit for the Chevy Traverse quality feedback, blah 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 blah.
The thing we talked about for 7 episodes.
The thing we talked about on 7 podcasts and never on the website.
Yeah, so if you want to go back to our episodes, they're on YouTube, Vimeo, Blip TV, our website.
Only Undies Club.
Yeah, on the east side. For you,
so
for the West Town boys.
The same dudes that invited me out for that are now inviting me out to a GMC event in Colorado.
GMC, which is the General Motor Company.
Probably. I don't see any faults with that. But yeah, it's...
General Motors owns Chevy and GMC, and they are...
The same advertising agency also,
yeah,
they goes after both of them.
Both hand in hand. It's a perfect marriage.
As far as I understand, and I might be wrong.
Could be.
It's not a specific dad event like the Chevy event was.
Yeah.
And because it's at... Excuse me.
It's the Bonfire.
Bonfire. Because it's at a ski resort, yeah. I'm assuming it's going to be less classy than the Chevy event. I don't mean to say that before I go. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of great information about some great GMC vehicles that I'm going to love and support 100%.
You better. Get a free trip out of this and snowmobiling action.
I had to buy every bit of clothing to go because
you should actually write them a bill.
Snow
you should write them a bill and be like, "This is what you get for sending me to Colorado."
I've been in the snow forever. The last time I was in the snow was for a job interview in 2004.
What was that?
In Canada.
Why did you go to Canada?
BioWare, the video game company.
Oh.
That did Knights of the Old Republic and Jade Empire.
Yeah.
XYZ. What's that big thing that they've done recently? Starts with an M.
Magic Castle.
I stopped following their games when they didn't hire me. So
Skyrim? No, they didn't do Skyrim. Tide.
Mass Effect.
There you go. Did
1,
you see
2,
that?
and 3.
You see, since we mentioned Tide, they're now following us.
Yeah.
Last episode.
Yeah.
It's like they only follow like 100 people.
And thanks to Tide.
Thanks to Tide.
Us. Well, you know, I'd put that article in their face, and because someone had said something about their commercial.
Yeah.
I don't know how I found it, but someone on the internet said something about their commercial, and I think I went to Tide's official Twitter page.
Oh, okay.
And then saw someone saying, "Oh, what a cute commercial talking about dads," and I replied to that and said, "I think so also."
Check
I wrote
this
about
out,
it,
sucker.
Ding. You know, and so then Tide all of a sudden was following us.
Okay, but yeah.
Anyway, Colorado. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I just had to buy $300 worth of snow stuff.
$300
for 2 days.
Wow.
But, so if you're at a PR agency, I hope you have somewhere snowy to send me somewhere someday. But I'm out of vacation time, so make it a couple months.
Warm beer, dude. Never a warm beer ever again.
So yeah, this event's going to be not really father blog affected, but I'm curious to see how they talk to us. And
is it about like any particular vehicle?
I don't know, actually.
Just GMC?
There were pictures of trucks and stuff on the email.
That's usually what GMC produces.
It's always funny when I go to a car thing because I know nothing about cars.
Well, you get to learn a little bit more about the culture.
This will be what makes me an expert, I suppose.
There you go.
I think maybe the GMC Terrain, maybe.
Okay.
Is if that's a GMC truck.
You should see if we can get sponsored by GMC or Chevy, and like we can start a NASCAR like track
suits.
Yeah, we can just suit up in our sponsor gear. And,
coincidentally, if you're a brand and you have a T-shirt that you'd like for us to wear on your show, or a track jacket, because the Lakers don't necessarily pay me to do this.
I'm a large.
I'm probably some magnitude of X's. 3 to 5, depending on how big you run. If it's Hanes based, it's going to be 5.
I could use some 90s.
AAA,
that works.
If you want us to wear your shirt on our show,
robes with embroidered cool things.
Track jackets for me to hook my mic onto. Some hats.
Yeah.
Beard combs.
Beard clips for like stylish
clips and barrettes.
Yes, beard barrettes.
We'll wear anything if you send it to us. If you're another father blog and you'd like us to wear your shirt, send it along. Like you promise to watch our show and put a link to us on yours.
Yeah, we're pretty much whores at this point, so
I'm running out of
stake your claim.
My wife isn't doing laundry these days, so I need anything.
I'm not doing laundry, so yeah.
I forgot how to do laundry. I haven't done it since I was single.
Wow.
That was like the best part of marriage. I mean, I realized we're supposed to be like independent dudes that are able to do anything in the home.
But you cook a lot, so.
But I haven't done laundry in 6 years.
Well, that's awesome.
It's a great gig.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
I, on the other hand, cleaned throw up out of pajamas last night, so.
Okay. Well,
trade-offs.
You gotta,
with my fingernails, scratching it out of the onesie pajamas.
You don't have like a brush or anything like that? Like a toothbrush? Just don't reuse the toothbrush, but I mean.
I don't know. I was in panic mode. Jenny was.
This is the things you got to do when you're a father.
Cleaning the kid in the tub, and I was cleaning the bedding and the stuff in the sink with the garbage disposal on.
With your fingernails like a cat.
Scraping it out of there. Oh, God! And it smelled like Mexican food and stomach acid.
Cool.
That's all we got this week.
That's what El Torito smells like.
So if you have a story that you'd rather us talk about than scraping throw up out of pajamas with our fingernails, feel free to email us at, I never know that left-right thing, dads, which way does it start? Here. Dads at 8bitdad.com.
And you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/8bitdad.
And you can also follow us on Twitter at Twitter.
So annoying,
Twitter.com/8bitdads with an S at the end, as always. Don't bother Scott.
Yeah.
Without the S. Can we just buy it from him?
He's probably used it for a while, so.
He probably, wants it.
Yeah. He's probably comfortable.
Yep.
We'd probably just be, cock blocking him.
We
Twitter cock block, as it were.
Twit block.
Twit blocking.
Tweet block.
Yeah, tweet.
So that's it for this week. I'm getting on my phone. My name's Zach Rosenberg.
And I'm Brian Ferguson. Until next week.
I'm on my phone. It's 23 degrees in Steamboat Springs. Lord have mercy.
Have fun with that.
It's going to be 19.
Keep the bonfire going.
I think that's snow, not glitter.
Whatever.
Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting to tell you this. And as I forget, more people tell me.
Okay.
But, that actually wasn't what I was going for.